How interesting. Inquisitor later whispers in your ear. Did you find anything interesting? Nothing really, I just took a note of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversation with his acquaintances, two people noted that he never speaks of Reverse Nestrin, the priest of Amadai, who was his guardian and tutor. Yet he mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean. He told me that he tried to find out if anything odd happened to Darien over the last 10 years. Some of his servants complained about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves, or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imagination. It's also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him, and encourage them to use their magic in mischievous ways. Practically the whole Mendo know the story about the three drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roof of Canabris after a party at the Count's house. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuation in residual magic at the house are not at all surprising. There was a matter of an abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Afterwards, the Count told everyone that he had hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him and executed the bandits was also in his employment. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into that case after the confirmation of the identities of those wretched cutthroats. There was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of the fun. The mercenaries were supposed to be freed him, also cut off the bandits' heads, but they had already killed them. The heads were cut off? You mean the bandits who attacked Darren? Yes. Perhaps I would have even noticed this detail had I not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. I remember that we also found several headless bodies, both of guests and demons. We thought they had decapitated during the fight. My companions have been finding severed heads among their belongings recently. Strange things like this weren't a problem before Darren joined the party. What? That's an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It's crucial that we find out what exactly happened at the tragic feast. What do we need to do, Inquisitor? Now that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for him if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembered my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is distract the master of the house. Right now, he's playing host in the very place I'd like to start with. So how do I distract him? I don't know. Maybe the companions can assist you somehow. Or you can take a look around. Perhaps there's something that can help us. Okay, I understand. Good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I will tell you everything I managed to find out, and maybe even show you something. Okie doke. Follow your wonderful Count right to the abyss if he throws the feast this good. This place gives me the creeps. What a thrilling experience.
Beautiful.
Do, do, do. Wait, is that loot? Oh, I'm going to ransack the crap out of this place while we're here. Jug of wine, if used creatively, could distract the Count for some time. You'll never know it when, or you'll get another chance to rest and have some fun during wartime. I'd rather take my chances while I can. Darren, who had been watching the guests with unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing conversation that was interrupted. I've always considered myself an ascetic, not a hero. When a doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. Now I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become a companion of a hero chosen by Amadai? Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate our fate's course. I'm afraid that is not always the case. Sometimes it is dictated by alien, by wholly deliberate forces. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And did you also mean to ruin a suit that costs more than the thoroughbred? Don't fret. I have a spare. Just you wait. When I return, I shall look even more stunning. The old spill wine. Distraction. Classic. You still here? I see that you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of the place and try to show you whatever I find. The hum of the voice, laughter, and music fills your mind. Then the visions come, fragments and hazy at first, but before eventually coalescing to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resembles to Darien is obvious. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess will allow you to, the humble tutor of this young man, to address the guests and the man of the hour as well. A new face appears. It is a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. Oh, well, that wasn't the voice I gave. And can we just one day without our sermons? It's my birthday after all. 10 years ago, the young Darien had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. Day, I'm sure the reversed Nistrin only wanted to hug you and offer you the best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what's that noise? The shrill laughter rings in the ears and reverberates in the base of the skull. In the vision, Lelutu appears before the guests in the state and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to celebrate, mortal. Did you prepare a treat for me? What do you want, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I want. Hey you, doddering cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague's in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want. They're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourself, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk into its teeth into your throat. Oh, how I love to watch mortals in their final desperate hours. The demon finishes her speech with an air kiss to Darien, making him freeze in horror and disappear. Peter shakes his head and slowly exhales. First appearance of the disease and Lelutu, one of the many sisters of the cursed Monago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of the events. Surely the clerics could have done something. I can't say for certain, but I believe they were nothing he could have done. Magical disease are already difficult enough to cure, and plague struck very fast indeed. Now we must find out what happened next. Who were the people in the vision? Countess Selene Ina was Darren's mother, and one of the most beautiful women in the history of Mendev. She was in Asimar, just like her son. The old man is esteemed cleric Nestrin, our countess' guardian and tutor. He was well known for his unfaltering faith and iron will. I was only passing acquaintance with him, so I can tell you anything more than that. I did recognize the other, but Darien told me that the first victim of the disease were his second cousins and the cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. So what now? I can sense the aftershock of a very strong outburst of emotion and memory somewhere in the west wing of this house. Something must have happened in one of the rooms, so please check if anyone in there and distract them if need be. Okay, will do.
Let's see what we can do.
Okay. I mean, we gotta talk to the courtesan. Follow your... okay. What's Nenio doing? Compulsive food consumption may be a symptom of several serious neurological disorders. It may also indicate the food is in question boasts exceptional palatability. Thank you. Regionals here. Don't think I understand the importance of quality rest for soldiers, but this revelry isn't rest. It's decadence. Oh, I know. We're not here for that. It's one good den. The Golden Boy's ancestry must have been powerful, given that their kin is still prosperous. Yeah.
Here we go. Is that treasure?
Oh, found area. Commander, I assume you have an urgent matter that requires my attention. What is this room? Just a random room. I told my servants to make some rooms ready. This one is the room they chose. I absolutely confident you won't be able to persuade Camille to dance with you. Actually, he would. I'm gonna go with Sela. Oh, I can imagine it. A lady's graciously tearing down the curtains with her shield, her armor clanking melodically to the music. I wonder if I could keep a straight face and drip honey words in her for the whole dance. You've given me a brilliant idea. Okay. See that you were able to do as I asked. Prepare yourself. The vision might be rather difficult to watch. Young Darian stands motionless by the Countess's bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother, heavenly beauty, is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vital and happiness, looks more like the grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, a sad reminder of the health of the young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother, can you hear me, Mother? My boy, how did you get here? The Countess' voice is faltering. Don't come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. The revered Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says that he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the larger settlement, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims that this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew that we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. The Fat Baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said they would not let them go. Mother, we need help. Canterbury is full of clerics, wizards, and demon. Knows who else. They might know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible. We must obey the Reverend Nestrin. We're the lords of Mendev, and we must protect our people. If it reaches Canterbury, thousands of innocent people will die. I don't care about the innocents. You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Canterbury. They won't listen to me, but you are the lady of the state. They can't refuse you. I can't. I must. Please leave, my dearest. Don't lose hope. You can still. A convulsive odor takes the Countess's body. Her last words are swallowed by a long, guttering groan. Now I have an answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Kenarest in search of help because the Reverend Nestrin didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock at the state. What a difficult choice it must have been. Is there really no other? Yep, he made the right choice. There was no other way. Almost certain that the Count Darren has another opinion on his mind on this matter. A very, very strong one. I've never been in the revered Nestrin's position, but I know the price of a difficult decision, especially those that you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him, but we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. This is where we found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. I assume that he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Please, help me clear the area so I can study it. I have to get everyone out of the Great Hall? Are you kidding me? Nice. Bet there's some really good loot here. Books.
I can handle it.
Countess Selene Navia Arendea with her infant son, Darren. Unlike typical aristocratic portraits, this one depicts a young mother having fun with her child on a seesaw.
Can't make the demons wait.
Wow. Door is sealed and looks like it has been open in a very long time. Hmm. What's wrong, Count? Did you really expect me to do courtly waltz? Oh wow. I feel like I'm the one leading in this dance. Don't try to weasel out of it. Now you're not leaving this table until the music is over. I like this little dance that's going around bottom left here. Wow.
Beautiful.
Didn't expect that result. Door is sealed and looks like it has been for a very long time. Okay.
Here we go.
Ember's here. So much food here. If I let the soot eat everything she wants, she'll become twice as fat and we won't be able to fly anymore.
I can handle it.
She won't be
I
able
am
to.
a very popular extra player hero from another planet. Why
Ronan
does
Fox may
everyone
shield us
believe
from horror and despair, but one should use this shield sparingly. Oh there, Dios. I utterly loathe you for persuading me to ask you to dance. It was the most abominable experience of my life. I absolutely must do it again. Just let me catch my breath. How are you enjoying my party? Are you having fun? How are you? Are you having fun? Of course I'm having fun. What's wrong? Do you want to spend my whole life in fear and mourning, blaming myself for what happened? Fine. Let's change the subject. I thought the unique ambiance of Heaven's Edge and the fact that we're on the very border of the world wound would make this celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. Well, it seems even ghosts don't wish to attend the parties anymore. Why can't we, what can we do to liven up? The more I observe you, the clearer it becomes that you're hiding something or trying to run away from something. Oh, now, I can't decide if you're talking like an inquisitor or a self-proclaimed confessor. I hate both equally, of course, and it doesn't matter if you are about to suggest that I pour my heart out to you or make an honest confession of my misdeeds. The very thought of having such conversation makes my head hurt. Need some fresh air. Here we go. Here we are again, Commander. So let us take another glimpse into the past. A ripple of laughter flows through the hall. Begins a sweet, charming chuckle, but then turns into a rasping cackle that makes Darren huddle even deeper in the corner. Why are you running from me, my sweet prince? Come, let me touch you. I'll give you... The booming voice of an old man dressed in itemized robe shakes the walls of the hall. Get away from him, demon. Let the boy go. By the blade of the inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. You are pathetic, old cleric. Are you the guardian, the charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can't at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. The demoness turns her eyeless face to Darren and licks her lips. Coarse laughter escapes the young man's throat. We'll see about that. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. The magical auras, the motion, and memories. I will try again to read it. Could it be dangerous? I cannot say for certain, but it is unlikely. The past is in the past, and no one can travel or time except for the unique, powerful entities like Aeons or perhaps the eldest of the first world. Even though the past of this place is horrible, It poses no threat to us in the present. Please continue. Just give me a moment. Focus. I will try to channel my vision and feelings to you as accurately as possible. Okay. Darren, my boy, what's going on? Vader's muscles shoulders suddenly begin to shake. The vision he is channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becoming almost palpable. Some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric. Stop him right now. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me. Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather, a new notion. Help. Bring a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange, making the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after. The image becomes heavier, almost visible. Secret, keep the secret, otherwise death. The gruesome image whirls around your mind, filling it with pain and fear, and then it all starts again. Help, exchange, secret, death. Estrin stretches out his hand, shaking hand, suddenly looking at the doddering old man instead of mighty cleric imbued with holy power. Darren, wait. The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than these demons. Vader opens his eyes with a groan, then goes back to his feet. His legs are wobbly, his eyebrow is cut, but he seems to not to notice. Sincere sorrow is written on his face, as well as a strong hint of horror. What a misfortune. No, what a disaster. Everything is far worse than I imagined. Do you understand now what happened 10 years ago? Inquisitor slowly exhales through clenched teeth and says in a low voice, still massaging his temple, yes and no, damn it, my thoughts are astray. I'll try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young count found himself cornered in every sense of the word, and he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all my experience as the Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything that I've ever heard or read. This entity, I think I will call the Other, possesses uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything yourself. What's even worse is this entity, this Other, is still here. Leader takes a long pause. His gaze is drawn to the chamber where all the guests are laughing and dancing. Darren's eloquent voice rising above the music for a moment. He is asking someone to bring more wine and add more logs to the fire. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The Other's is not the inside of the body's Count. It is not directly controlling his mind. That's why there is no obvious sign of possession, but it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world. It cannot instantly step through it to wreak havoc it desires. Are you alright? The strain, the emotion, the overwhelmed me and made me faint like an agitated youngster. It is nothing, really. I will not be able to cast any spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I'm fine. Does Darren know anything about this? Yes, of course he does. Did you hear what the Other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret. Death. Death to those who know the truth. He wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Darren deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of the events of Heaven Edge. What might the Other want? This is the strangest thing of all. He came to this world 10 years ago and is still here, right? All this time, it's been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty, the Queen, it would have had plenty of opportunities to do so. The Count can get close to the practically every influential figure in Mendeb, but the Other refused to act, or its interests lie in some other sphere. So the Other kill everyone? The disease was not to blame? Not everyone. Just Nestrin, his paladins, and a few remaining guests. Damn it. I know that it works with a mysterious, omnipotent entity, but it still stings. I was here 10 years ago. I didn't think to check everything personally. Those who died failed to sense that something was wrong. Let others be the reason why my companions kept finding severed heads among their belongings in Kenebres. Seems very likely. I'm almost certain you are right. People tend to lose their head when they get close to the Count Erendite anyways. I do apologize. That was inappropriate. Perhaps your gruesome finding are the heads of some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during the Cannabis slaughter. Or perhaps they provoked the others in some other way. You have to do something. Yes, now I understand Father Nestorev perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite death of information. Commander, first and foremost, I must apologize to you. Second, I must ask you to keep this a secret. Why are you sorry for? I apologize for dragging you into this mess. You see, the other, an entity of immense power, stated very clearly that it would kill anyone who found out the truth. Anyone who knows that the Count is actually its living gateway. I suppose this secret is currently known to 3 people on Glorin. You, me, and Count Darren. That means the Unitary gives you a crooked smirk and shrugs. Why should I keep it a secret? As soon as the Count finds out that we know his secret, the other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is and exactly is the scope of the power, but we do know that it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its existence. I made a decision. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've just made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I will immediately go to Narison and sift through all the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out what exactly we're dealing with and how it can possibly be defeated. I may also make some caution inquiries in the other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth until I have found at least some reliable information. I'm asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word to our investigation of the Count himself. Fine. I'll keep it a secret. You've made the right choice. I recommend that you go back to the guests and spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicion. I must leave immediately in search of the knowledge we all need desperately. Farewell, Commander. May the light of Imadai guide your path. Leader Hawkblade will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. Okay. Interesting. So our rich little boy Darian is possessed. Lucille. I want to complain, but I'm not sure I'm able to endure another hour of outrageous debauchery. I don't know if my opinion matters to you at all, but you're the very best guest I could have ever wished for. You were the very best. Yes, okay, cool. Fine, I admit the celebration wasn't bad. I even feel less inclined to give Darren a good slap. I like this celebration. Someday I will live like this, too. I will have just as much food and money. My question is, okay, so this quest is done. So now we just have to make it to Dresden. Hope this travesty is finally over. There's common opinion that any party like this one must inevitably end with a fight. If you are trying to encourage me to check this hypothesis personally, then I'd rather observe from afar. Well, how are you doing, Roach? Yeah, good. Good pony. Alright. Alright. Let's head back to the camp. Go get Ember. Then... Wait. This army's out of energy. No, it's not. Okay. Let's go fight. Keep morale up. Okay. Position. Same. Okay, let's... This was a pretty easy encounter. Nice. Cool. The dredged hitch to the overloaded carriages had no chance of escaping, and their master preferred death over giving up their cargo. The wagon were full of treasure plundered in the chaos of the Battle of Kenabris. 2,000 finances. Awesome. So I feel like this is going to go to this demon army. I don't think we could take it. We'll just take a look at it real quick. Oh my god. Okay. Ash Giants. Oh, that wasn't terrible. Wait. Let's do this. Okay. Guys are healthy. Lay hands itself. Okay. I mean, they're doing an okay job of surviving. Come on, get one. Yeah. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and heal you. These guys don't take any damage, but man, they don't deal it either. Okay. This one's almost down, and then we can just run over and kill that last one. Let's heal the archers again. Sweet. All right, one to go. And he really hates my archers. All right. Let's heal up my clerics. All right, now we just pound on this thing till it goes down. Thought we were doomed. Ash leprosy. Oh no, that's not good. Hmm. So we're almost there, come on. Nice. Man, I thought that was going to be like an auto loss. I saved just for that. We found Chilroar, Hide and Tusk, and Belt of Giant Strength. Nice. The scarce possession of the wild giants may still prove useful to the Crusades. This time the soldiers found something truly interesting among the pile of rubbish, bones, and primitive tools. A pair of impressive tusks wrapped in the scaled hide must have been some kind of relic for these monsters. Alright, let's march this way. Do a quick save here. Okay. That will be our next goal, and then we can come back down and start trying to work these things. Okay, but for us, let's head back to camp.
Beautiful.
Wait, what was that thing that they had? Exhausted. That's fine. Alright, so Hero, you get to wear the belt. These will go on. You get these ember. Cool. And let's go sell the junk.
Let's see what we can do.
Let's go to the field medic real quick. All right. Give him that, this. Let's get rid of these because we're not using any of them. I use some other ones, but we're not using these for sure. Do you have anything for writing scrolls? I really wish I could afford that. Army kit, scroll kit. Let's grab this one. This one we can afford. Deal. Okay. Cool. We're gonna save here. I'm gonna take 5 minutes and I'm gonna head over to Lost Ark and see if I can jump in. And if I can, we're gonna play Lost Ark for the rest of the night. If not, then I'm gonna probably call it as far as stream goes, and maybe we'll see. We might come back to this game, but yep, I'm gonna take 5 and we're gonna go check out Lost Ark, see if we can get into the server.